And any character that has an ability that can sort of detonate, like a stun state or a knockdown state, they will look for those kind of actively. And if they're allowed to use the ability, it will trigger their AI. Now down here, there's actually an alternate encounter, nice little cheat for some folks, some bonus loot and stuff. Gets you a little bonus banner, but I'm going to let people discover that one on their own.
Well, yeah.
I'll let you know it's down there.
So since you're playing on hard now, Mike...
No, I moved it to normal.
Oh, you moved it to normal?
Yep.
Well, when playing on hard, do you get better loot out of that?
No, we didn't build it for that. I think hard is essentially it's about challenge. So if you start getting better loot, that starts removing that challenge. What we did do though is this is the first DA game to actually have kind of difficulty-based achievements. So if you're into that kind of thing, there is an achievement for hard. There's also an achievement for nightmare. And the way they work is essentially like a high water mark. So if you've ever gone below nightmare. Like if you dip from nightmare to hard, then it'll give you the hard achievement. If you go on down to normal again, you'll just get the hey, you beat the game, good job achievement. Oh, get out of here. Oh, there we go. If I had that ability ready, I could have shattered that guy.
Right.
Alas, thankfully it looked like Cassandra was on top of it.
We're getting closer to this breach.
Yep. Kind of constantly making our way there.
Yep.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
So we took great pains to make sure the prologue wasn't too mired in, like, wait, I have to understand everything about Liliana. She's resourceful. She's the lady in purple.
That's right.
That's kind of what you need to know, and more information around that becomes available as we go.
So this is the first sort of introduction to the player closing a Fade Rift on their own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is definitely a mechanic in the game. Closing down these rifts throughout the world helps build up influence and power for the Inquisition, bringing stability to the region.
Hurry, use the mark.
Now there are different levels of these Fade Rifts. This was a very basic one, which just had the single wave of enemies there. Multiple waves can happen in some of the tougher rifts as well.
Let's see here.
Where are we gonna go?
I think I'm in a place where you'll notice while I'm fighting, you know, I'm not being super aggressive at aggro management and stuff. Again, playing on normal. He says like a guy who plays on normal. So what I'm gonna do is grab the caltrops because these are a nice kind of like countermeasure. They slow enemies down, plus they also do damage. So it can be very useful both offensively and defensively. Pick that up. Once I apply it, it'll get mapped to my quick menu. I can remap it if I want to. I probably do because that's kind of a thing I like to do. So again, single press A, move it up there. I get it in both spots now. I can replace, overwrite, whatever I want to do. I've used it in right button before, so that becomes kind of a muscle memory thing.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra. We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Some nice mountainy vistas here. Now, so people have asked about, you know, refilling potions and stuff. There are means by which you can refill access to them.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. To face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead is on the matter.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple.
Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountain.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more...
How do you think we should proceed?
All right, we've got a bit of a choice now, Mike.
Yeah, so this is this is what happens when there's going to be direct action taken from choices. Yep. We got a lot of feedback from DA2. It's like, wait, I didn't know I was going to punch that guy in the face or what have you. So when it's like this, we'll choose a path or whatever. These are kind of a major choice. You can turn this off if you want to lose the bonus information, but it does give you a good sense. Yep. Now, the nice thing is followers continue to react according to this. It helps you kind of gauge their moral compass. Varric's a people person. You may not know that here, but it gives you a good sense. Cassandra tends to be all about directness.
Right. And it's interesting. I mean, this is the first time that the player really takes on somewhat of a leadership.
Growing leadership too.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, and you know, even as simple as watching, it does create a nice flow as you rise to authority.
Absolutely.
I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring
On your head be the...
I always laugh. That poor guy.
Yeah, he's not having a great day there.
Alright, so you've got a party still that you can order around. Did you want to, like, there's a couple of shades here. Do you want to use your party a little bit?
I sure do. Alright, so at this point we're in a fairly easy one, so we'll move Cassandra. Solus back over here. Varric, probably... Yeah, there I'll give him a good line of fire into there. So, Varric, this guy. So Cass and Varric, the original odd couple. Better frozen. Let's see. If long shot's still lined up, we may be able to.
Boom.
Oh, there we go.
Lovely.
All right, good. So Solus is on that. Let's use him again. Fairly easy combats. Playing on normal. Start of the game. Don't want to overwhelm anyone, but we do want to make sure you get a kind of a growing sense of menace. So we'll see some nasty stuff come out of the rift soon. There you go. Good. Now, there's one thing you can do with a rift with this, or anyone that can manage aggro very well, is you can disrupt them. Now, this is kind of high risk because it actually tweaks your aggro, so it makes it more dangerous for you. But once that goes off, you can actually do a blast of damage, stun the foes. You'll end up with a whole bunch of them. So that allowed me to take those out. Second wave, this will be tougher, but it'll let me go through that first wave fairly quickly. However, in the tougher fights, they often will come gunning for you the moment you start doing that, and you can be interrupted.
Again, we're playing on normal difficulty at this point.
Yep.
For those of you just joining us.
Oh, that scream is good. Cassandra got the interrupt on there.
But those eruptions will knock you down as well.
They will.
So you've got to sort of maneuver around these.
Yeah, you don't want to linger on them.
Nope.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
Cullen's doing something very special at the moment.
Yeah,
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I saw it was travel. I guess it would be.
Yes.
So
Cullen is joining the Bioware team for that.
That's
I think
pretty
There's
wacky.
already some donations for Cullen, so that's
yeah,
great.
we'll have to get character art to get it big.
Breach is a long way up.
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
I remember there was an alternate version of that line. One of the ones where the player said where it was a little much, but the player was something like, "What you gotta do? Load me in a catapult and fire me in there?" And it was just like,
Yeah, that's a Varric line.
it felt a little, it felt a little off tone. So we decided to move it off the player.
Yep. So for those of you who just joined us, we're playing through the first hour of Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yep.
So if you don't want to see spoilers, tune out.
Yes. Go away.
Yeah.
Well, there goes our viewership.
I see it, Varric.
Now Varric has a history with Red Theron, of course.
There's a full game's worth of history. With
Oh
Red
yeah.
Theron.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
That is a nice broken wall.
That is divine Justinian. That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
Run when you can! Warn them!
We have an intruder.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she...
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Alright, so this is and this big fade rift here is, as they were talking about, it's the key to this big breach in the sky. So attempting to close it at this point.
Did you see me dodge that?
I did see.
It was like his Yamato cannon.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now, that helpful hint.
The first couple of times I played through this, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even playing with any audio. I'm just like,
Generate his guard.
Yep.
Oh, incoming. Yeah. That would have been nice to have a roll. I haven't bought it yet though. But yeah, he's bad news. He's all kinds of bad news. As you can see, worse, he slows you with that too. So once you get his attention, you're in trouble.
Yep.
Now, another opportunity to disrupt here. See if I can pull this off. We probably have some ads coming in because, again, demons will continue to spawn.
Yep.
We got him just before he blasted me. Did you see that? He was all lined up.
So here's some of those ads you mentioned.
Yep.
So some more demons coming through the rift.
Now, for Inquisition, we've moved away from kind of unlimited wave combat. I know some people are pretty leery about that. From DA2, I agree. I think it got a little chaotic. It meant you didn't really have your aggro control and stuff like you wanted. That would have been very nice to be moving faster. At least I'm out of his whip range. All right, so now's a good time to disrupt. He's far enough away. Big Cass has got him taunted. Yeah. How do you move it along? And of course, we have the classic blue rings, right? Our different allies. They are viable targets for him.
Now,
he's doing a lot of like sweeping cone attack stuff. Moving my ranged characters, which I have 3 of now, a little further out of line so that Cassandra can be right in there. Wow. Hey, how you doing? That's where you should be, right? She's tanky.
She is the tank,
Yeah, exactly. So we're doing pretty well here. Not too damaged, so I'm pretty happy with how this flow is going. I could probably risk running in there and tossing caltrops, but we'll see if I'm feeling brave.
Yeah. Well, maybe save it for the ads.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually. Now he's got to build that. That would be the move out of the way. Yep. Oh, there's Cass taking it. Now, she'll drink health potions up to a point. You can control how many she drinks and how aggressive she is with that, but looks like Solo. No, it wasn't Solus. Must have been one of the archers. All right, so again, I can drop another Disrupt. This may be enough to... Because it does some damage as well. So this may be enough to take him down. No, it's going to be darn close. Oh!
Yeah, no.
Oh, he has like a sliver of health left. Coming in.
Yeah. See that Cassandra she keeps building up her guard and soul.
Yeah, and I think that's it's important that even at the lower levels the characters be able to do what they need to get their job done. As you start to build and get your kind of your specializations and kind of tuning your party, you have a lot more control over that even. Let's see if I can get a good hit in there. Oh, he's tough. Alright, that's what that skull underneath the 4 on the lock-on there is. He's almost down. So close. There we go. Now we can finish this.
Yep.
Do it!
Tense.
Indeed. Now, we just actually got a message.
We did, yes. We got a message from the studios. Art director Neil Thompson, saying that he's already way ahead of initiative.
that makes me so happy.
It does.
I'm kind of verklempt.
Yeah.
The feels.
The feels.
Bad.
All the feels. You got to do this though. Apparently.
I did with one.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Don't.
I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. Stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days. But that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor.
Put our armor back on and resume adventure mode.
Indeed. So it seems like you've done something to the rift.
Yep.
And then caused another big explosion, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
Working up again.
We stabilized it. This was a nice touch. This is actually Jason Hill, one of our. He was on Twitch stream about a month ago. So you. Jason did a lot of work on the hubs and stuff, and so she drops this box. The box was just sitting. Makes sense. Yep. She's bringing a load of herbs,
which we can use to make healing potions or tonics or grenades.
Yep. So I got to this part, and then I just bunny hopped my way through there. How does that make you feel? And I was like, fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's your game. You bought it. It's up to you if you want to undercut the gravitas. That's fine. You have that privilege and that right. So there, the breach has changed. Doesn't have that big, line of energy coming down, but obviously still pretty prominent, like bright as the sun, warmer. It's a lot more welcoming than it was during that kind of apocalyptic phase.
That's right.
Which I think is a nice touch.
To the breach now.
Yeah, and the music comes in a lot softer and stuff. So it's just trying to set a mood.
So of course, this is Haven.
Yeah,
so Haven was in Dragon Age Origins.
Yes, and it's been rebuilt. There's still little traces of some of the old stuff. If we'd gone the other route, you actually would have seen some of the tunnels through the mountains, evocative of the Origins stuff. But yeah, obviously the Chantry moved in force. It's 10 years after Origins. They've had time to kind of rebuild, retool, and wipe out the crazy cult that lived here.
Yeah.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we...
No, she is not.
Someone was behind the effect. Perhaps they died with the others. Or have...
Suspect?
You. And many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival... That thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Just hour.
So a couple notes here. Obviously, this one's come up. Wait, do I have to be kind of this holy figure? You sure don't.
No,
not mandatory.
Not.
We've talked about this before, but I think it's worth reinforcing. Some people are like, I don't want to be holy. It's like, good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting topic throughout the whole game, because not only can you say, hey, I'm not holy, but there is that doubt with the rest of the people in the world, right?
Yep,
so
absolutely.
It's a really interesting topic.
Yeah, you may have the somewhat deific. I can't say words.
No,
today.
you can't.
You might have the superpower of being able to load your
No streams, no, but we did a lot of E3 stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because this obviously we've been playing with her the whole time. I just realized we hadn't really called that out. So,
no matter what you are or what you believe, you are.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
What this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine. I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the... Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We know what you see.
The Chantry will take time to find...
But we cannot wait. So many grand... We are on our own. Perhaps forever.
Stands alone,
Yep.
stands aside from all of this.
a bunch of rebels who just want to get...
Or order.
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.